What is up everyone? In this video we are comparing the Fuelcell Rebel number 2 against the brand new Asics Evoride 2. Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to 40 Runs. How are we doing, people? Let me know in the comments and tell me, do you have either of these yet? Do you have version 1 of these two? So this is like a bit of a sequel fest today, if you know what I mean, because we've got version 2 of these new shoes. I thought this would be a good comparison because we've got a slightly firmer, lighter, up-tempo-ish daily trainer. Does that make sense? Versus a sort of softer, lightweight-ish, up-tempo daily trainer. See where I'm going? So yeah, I thought it'd be a good comparison to awesome brands, that kind of thing. As in this video, we're going to find out which one I prefer and why, which one may suit you better and why, all that sort of stuff. So let's get stuck in. Right, so let's get the stats and features done. We'll clear that out of the way. If you've not seen the videos on these shoes, the standalone videos, check them out. But yeah, let's get the stats and features done. We will start with the Rebel 2. So the Rebel 2 is £120 here in the UK. We've got the Fuelcell midsole, which is New Balance most, what did they say, explosive or something in the market? I can't remember what it was. High rebound midsole. Got brand new upper, deconstructed heel counter for extra support, moulded collar with loads of foam in it, endurance rubber outsole, 6mm drop. It's about 7.5 ounces. So what's that? 200 and something. We'll weigh them in a minute. I've got Mrs. Ford scales, and I would say it fits true to size to a degree. If I was wearing this in the winter with like a twin skin sock, I'd probably go up to a UK 10 from a UK 9.5, but because it's the summer, I'll be wearing a single skin sock, so it fits true to size. That makes sense. In terms of weight, I said I was going to weigh on Mrs. FORDY'S scales, which we have here. She's out at the moment, so please don't message her and tell her that I've done this. 7.55 ounces, so what's that in grams? Anybody? Let me know in the comments before I get it. 215 grams, UK 9.5. Right, okay, so that's that done. The Rebel 2. I'm a rebel. It's a shame we can't do songs on this channel because then because of the copyrights. Otherwise, I'd be playing like UB40 Rebel. Let me know in the comments if you know that song and like it. Right, so Evoride 2. We've got the guide sole technology, flight foam in the midsole. They got rid of the flight foam propel in this shoe. They've got a new upper. We've got the AHA Plus outsole. What else? 5mm drop. And weight wise, let's do the weight. So grams, 266, and ounces, 9.4. So 2 ounces more. And you know what? In hand, you can't really feel the 2 ounces. Usually, or not usually, some of the time with the shoes, you really notice the weights. When I do these head-to-head videos, you can kind of notice it in hand, the weight difference. But actually, in fairness to the I was going to call it the Glide Ride there. Got the Glide Ride in the video, people. You can't really feel the difference that much. But 2 ounces is a lot. Outsoles, you can see. So we've got AHA Plus and Endurance. Great stuff from marketing. All these names they come up with. But they're both sticky, and they both do the job. Both have been down the canal toe pass for me and held up pretty well. I've got some concerns about the exposed fuel cell. We'll see how we get on with that, but this has been doing well down there because this is exposed flight foam there, and there's no lumps and bumps taken out of that at the moment. In terms of uppers, the Rebel 2 is definitely more breathable. This is slightly thicker, actually a lot thicker than this. This is definitely more breathable. The tongue's got more padding in this, so this is sort of more built, I still think, for more medium distance. We'll come on to it. This has got a much more racier tongue on it. In terms of around the heel, both have got plenty of enough foam around there to make it comfortable. This is maybe slightly more stripped down. Lacing's probably better on the Evoride 2. You've got a hole there so you can really dial them down. The runner's not, and there just seems to be a little bit more flexibility in terms of lockdown over the Rebel. And in terms of sizing on the Glide Ride, it definitely fits true to size. It is an Asics after all. Width wise, no problem with that shoe either. Okay, so where do we start? Let's talk about feeling. So the Fuelcell midsole is a soft, high energy feeling, return, bouncy compound. Don't know whether I've got that right, let me know in the comments. But you can really feel the spring off of it. Probably the best way to describe it. Where with the Evoride, it's a firm ride. I mean, it's not Kinvara 12 firm, but it is a firm ride, people. And that's not for everybody's liking, but I actually dig it. They've got rid of the Propel, which I think has made an improvement over the shoe. But you really have, with the guide sole technology, this rocker sensation through the shoe, which again I really like, because we know on the channel that I'm a massive fan of the guide sole technology in the Asics shoes. Where with the Rebel, it's all about that sort of, yeah, that energy return and that bounce in your stride. Where this is more of a sort of rocker sensation, this is more of like a bouncy sensation in the shoe. That's I hope the best way that I can describe it. This for me, and I mentioned it in the video I did, is like a naughty teenager on your shoe, on your foot. It just wants a good time. It just wants to do naughty things. It will run 5k fast, 5k slow. Let's go and do a half, whatever. Come on, let's just have a good time. Yeah. This is a little bit more conservative. This is more, right, we're going to go out and we're going to run 10k today, and we're going to do them at even splits, and we're not going to go above zone 3. This is where this is. So it's a bit of a sensible one. So if you was in the school and you were in your class, you'd have the sort of geek, you'd have then the cool dude who wants to sort of play guitars, Xboxes, and probably texting while the teacher's talking about geography. See where I'm going? And that is probably the worst way to describe it, actually. So what I'm trying to get at is, this is, I can't say the word, but it's and giggles. I didn't say the word. And this is, we're going to run a good rate of pace and we're going to get the job done. Yeah? See where I'm going? Rockstar, watching it on YouTube. There's nothing wrong with watching it on YouTube. But you know where I'm going, people. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? This is more conservative. This is more rockstar. I think I'm getting the point across now, people. But which one do I prefer? Well, actually, I think for me, they both do a slightly different job, okay? So this, for me, is medium run territory. This is 8k, bear with me. I know that's not medium for some, but 8-10k pushing up to 20k with pace work, okay? This is where this shoe is, particularly with the slightly lighter feeling versus like the Glide Ride 2, which I would then take over 20k. So that's where this shoe is fitting in for me. Where this nutter, this little naughty boy, is everything under that kind of thing, but still pushing into that 10k if I need to go out and grab 6 miles. But it's just a fun shoe to chuck on, go out and run and do whatever I want to do. Does that make sense? So actually, both of these shoes for me work. I do prefer the ride of the Evoride on the sort of longer miles, and say this is not a long run shoe for me, but in those sort of 10k, if I'm trying to really dial it in to a job, you know, to a run that's on my plan, where this is just go out and sort of wing it. That's the sort of arena where this is shoes is at for me. Does this make any sense, people? So I hope that does. So this is more of a daily trainer, like not hardcore, but sort of proper daily trainer in terms of, you know, you're doing a multitude of things in it, where this has got sort of a more of a selective role in my rotation. And that's probably where I'm going to leave the video. As a recommendation, I don't think I'm going to help much. If you're looking for a shoe, a daily trainer, I would go Fuelcell Rebel 2. But if you're looking for something that's sort of more medium distance, but also use it as a daily trainer, then go Evoride. And also in terms of the feel, if you want a harder ride, go with the Evoride. But if you want a soft, sort of bouncy feel, then go with the Rebel 2. Okay, I think we got there in the end, people. I think we got there in the end.